Mavericks. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Golden State in Oakland. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with Darren Williams, and it's Pachulia in at the center, locking down the middle. Portland on defense. Outside Williams. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. The slam dunk by Aminu.
Make it two hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Now here's Williams. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
And you know, one thing about Darren Williams, he used to get to the charity stripe at will. At the height of his career, he was averaging almost 6 free throws a game. The last couple seasons, he's been down around 3.
Now here's Williams. After the miss from Mason Plumlee, it's tipped. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Nice work there coming off the screen. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. A chance now to go to Dorisburg, who had a chance to talk with Rick Carlisle.
Kevin, we talked at length about how they plan to contain this excellent offensive ball club. He said, you know, our opponent changes, but our principles stay relatively constant. It's all about denying the high percentage shots, the layups, free throws, and open three-pointers. If they're hitting contested jump shots, you just have to tip your hat to them. Kevin, a sound strategy.
All right, Doris, they're probably well aware of the firepower they're up against here.
You know, it sounds like it. I mean, their coach knows how tough it is to slow this team down, and he wants to make sure his guys understand that as well.
Yeah, I guarantee he got his point across when prepping them for this one. He focused clearly on their absolute toughest efforts defensively. Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player, has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegiate. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Matthews with the steal. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. And, you know, back to Plumlee, he showed steady improvement last season, improved statistically in just about every category over his rookie year. If he could become a little less mechanical with his postgame, I think he could even go higher.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Lillard misses. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8.
You know, one thing about Plumlee, going back, he's been a tremendous rebounder. He can shoot over 60% from the field for you. However, he was a terrible free throw shooter last season, under 50%, which caused at least a couple teams to employ a little hack-a-Mason strategy.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Nowitzki with the screen on Lillard. Williams kicks to Nowitzki. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And now Portland on the break. Here's McCollum. Can't get it to go. Parsons with some nice D. Mavericks trail by 3. Nowitzki dishes to Matthews. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Free throw, good. Matthews.
Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Myers Leonard comes in for Vonleh. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Alan Crabb in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Davis. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Speaking of Matthews' strength, he really gets into you defensively.
Yeah, he wants to make you feel him. I mean, very physical. And offensively, he likes to post up and back down weaker, smaller defenders. I mean, you give him that mismatch, he will attack it with vigor.
Nice shot by Felton. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Now, here's Barea. To the wing right side. Puts it up from 12. Nowitzki, no good. Henderson. The shot is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Trailblazers lead by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. The elite NBA player, Clark, destined for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you know, people now talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. And that's a type any team would like to have. One of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, for sure.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Or handball.
Either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Vonleh. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And when you look at the Mavs, they have always built through free agency, still tinkered with the roster this season to get into a position to compete. Not having any lottery picks for so long has hampered their youth and development.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He told Lee that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Parsons, up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, you know, with the Mavs making the playoffs so consistently, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Cuts both ways. They rarely have draft picks that help take the team to the next level, but they are in the playoffs, which is what every team wants to be part of. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
There's the pick. Pass to Felton. Lee sets a screen for Felton. Offensive rebound. Lee, that's good. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Kevin Harris is checked in for J.J. Barea. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to Indiana. Lillard outside. It's tipped. And oh, here we go. Felton's got it, the fast break chance. Here's the screen. Pass to Pachulia. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Yeah, I think they felt that game slipped away from them. And it wasn't so much that they missed a lot of shots as much as it was they fought foul trouble the whole night.
And for Raymond Felton last year was nothing short of a disaster. Missed the first 31 games with an ankle injury sustained in preseason. And he played for a poor team. And things, you know, Greg, being the leader, the ball handler like you were, they just never got much better for Felton as the season went on.
Yeah, the problem when you have that issue early on, the season isn't going to wait for you. Right. You know, you're basically in catch-up mode, and so because of that, he never got into any kind of a rhythm when he was available to play. And that's not surprising, given that he averaged less than 10 minutes a game for the season after averaging 33 a game for his entire career.
And he gets it to go. And it's 6 points for Chandler Parsons.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Lillard, the pass to Vonleh. Feeds it to Crabbe. Shot clock at 6. Lillard against Harris. Lillard misses. The Mavericks trailing. Harris kicks to Parsons. Pass to Lee. The feed to Parsons. Screen by Lee. Parsons attacking. Here's Pachulia, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
To the middle, here's Lee, and it's sent back by Plumlee. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Aminu with the bucket.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Harris outside. He kicks to Parsons. Offline from the high post.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first.